everyone, welcome back to my channel. So it's time for another festive video, and today is the turn of Yankee Candle. So my channel is all about perfume and fragrance, but of course candles have fragrance, so I'm counting them in there. If you're new here and you are a perfume fan, then you check out my hundreds of other perfume videos, and if you're a regular who hasn't subscribed yet, then do hit that subscribe button and show your support. So at Christmas time in particular, I love to have candles on like every day. What I have done is purchased a Yankee Candle advent calendar. I also already had some Yankee candles for Christmas, and I want to take you through all the different Yankee Candle Christmas candles and let you know like what my favorite is, what I thought of them all. And I will try and leave links down below to where you can get these in the UK, Europe, US, and also where you can get my cute Minnie and Mickey Christmas top. Oh, and my earrings. So yeah, so I think there are a number of different Yankee Candle advent calendars, and I think it's quite a good way to try different ones and also obviously get good value for money. I got this one from Amazon, and it has like all different sizes and different smells obviously, and it also came with a sort of candle holder, which is there. I'll get it to show you. This is the candle holder here. So I don't think this is actually the 2021, but I really don't think it matters. I've seen a big circle 2021 in shops, so I'll leave different ones linked down below, but it was really good value. I think it was maybe £30 or something, maybe less. So what I've done is each day over the past like 3 weeks maybe, I've been trying all the different ones each day, having them in the flat. Obviously COVID life, I'm in the flat all the time, so I've been able to like write down what I think of each one, and I think that they are in 3 different groups of scents. Ones that are quite sweet, like appley sweet, Christmas sweet. Ones that are just like classic Christmas, whether it be cinnamony, piney, just like that stereotypical Christmas smell. And then a third category, which I think are actually not specific to Christmas, that you could use any time of year, but are nice obviously at this time of year. So maybe let's start with the sweet ones. So before I started, you know, trying them out each day, I predicted that I would like the sweet ones the best, because you guys know I quite like sweet fragrances. Actually, I find some of them too sweet even for me, and some of them I just didn't love as much as I thought I would. So I think it does pay to try them, because going off the bottle and the description and everything, it wasn't the same as what I liked about the smell. So first sweet one is Red Apple Wreath. I think this is it. I've burnt the other one. So I found this one to be slightly sweet, not super sweet. It describes it as a festive aroma of sweet apple, cinnamon, walnuts and maple. I didn't really get the walnuts or the cinnamon. What I got is the apple and the maple. So I guess it's like a Canadian Christmas. It kind of reminded me a bit of like a mulled wine, but a very fresh mulled wine. Like this one wasn't heavy, it's not intense, and it just had a sweetness, a slight sweetness. So I could get that there was apple in here, like a red apple. So I did like this. I found it to be more like daytime, quite fresh. And then the maple sweetness, slightly sugary mapley sweetness was nice, but I think you could have this in like the autumn and the fall. It doesn't have to be at Christmas time, or you could have it January, February, you know, when it's still cold, and it would still feel cozy, but that freshness of a sharp cold day outdoors. So overall I found this okay. I'm not sure I'd repurchase it because I preferred some of the others. So next we have Christmas Morning Punch. I think that's this one, or maybe I burnt both of them. I can't remember, I got 2. So this one was very fruity sweet, and I thought I was gonna love this as like my favorite. I saved it for a while because I thought I was gonna be my favorite. It's described of a blend of ruby red pomegranate, strawberry and cranberry note with sugar and vanilla. What I found about this is that it did feel appley, and I got the cranberry, even though there's no apple in it, it did smell like a punch. So if you love Christmas punch, that kind of, or like any time of year punch, then that is what this smelled like. But to me, this smelled quite sour, punch can be quite sour drink, right? So it just reminded me of, you know, when apples start to go off and they go a bit sour. That's what this reminded me of, and I couldn't stop thinking about that all the time. So and it kind of put me off. Like I don't think I liked it. Again, that's so surprising. I thought I'd love this. Like a fragrance that had those kind of notes in, I would love. But for a candle, it just didn't smell right. I don't know why. So yeah, this is, you know, if you like punch, if you like that sour vibe, fine. But for me, it just felt like sour apple, gone off apple. Didn't love it. I also got in this set cranberry ice. I think that's discontinued because I'm struggling to find it online everywhere. This one was a nice cranberry. I like the smell, but it was very, very light. So this is for someone who doesn't want an intense candle. It didn't really fill the apartment, you know, I couldn't smell it everywhere. It was definitely the weakest out of all of these. So I'd say definitely for someone who just wants a very light cranberry. And then finishing off the sort of sweet ones, there was two really sweet ones. So there was Christmas cookie and there's snowflake cookie. Christmas cookie was white, snowflake cookie is pink, as you can see. So Christmas cookie was really, really like a butter cookie. It genuinely smelt of butter. It was like you just walked in and someone had just been baking loads of buttery shortbread cookies or something. Very, very sweet, very intense. I think you would want quite a big space for this, like a big room or a big house or whatever, or maybe have the window open a bit, because it really was strong. It was stronger than if someone had been cooking in the kitchen. So keep that in mind. But if you love that biscuity, sweet vanilla frosting smell, then you definitely like this, and it was really good strength. The snowflake cookie one as well, also very good strength. This one I'd say is even sweeter. It doesn't have that butter ingredient, it's more like just the icing, the vanilla icing. It describes it as perfectly pretty holiday cookies, deliciously decorated with sugary pink icing, fragrance notes of marshmallow, whipped vanilla icing, cinnamon, nutmeg, buttercream, sugar cookie. So very, very sweet. I don't think this is specific to Christmas or even winter time. It just smells like someone's been cooking sweet things in the kitchen. So just for anyone that likes sugary smells. And it's really cute, like pink, you know, in the big pink jar. That would be really cute for someone who just likes really sweet, really pink things. Okay, so that's all the sweet ones. So now let's move on to like the traditional Christmas smelling ones, in my opinion. I think my favorite from all of these is Glittering Star, which I already had from last year in this really large one. For me, this was just like, it just is a balance of all the best things about all the different Yankee Candle Christmas ones. Like, it smells exactly like Christmas to me. When I'd walk down on Christmas morning, I get a little bit of pine tree, I get a little bit of cinnamon, I get a little bit of like apple-y punch, but in general, it's just warm and inviting and I think quite classy. You know, it doesn't smell tacky, it just smells like homely and inviting. And this reminds me of home and my parents' house, and I really like this. So Glittering Star is definitely my favorite, I think, of the Christmassy ones. We then have a green one called Singing Carols, and because this is green, I thought it was going to be like a pine tree smell. It doesn't smell like a pine tree. It describes it as a harmonious combination of fruit, evergreen, and spice notes. Mandarin, eucalyptus, fir needle, juniper, clove, blackberry, cedarwood, pine. That's not what it smelled like to me. I do get the cedarwood, I get a woodiness, but I don't get the pine as much as I expected. And I did get the mandarin orange. So again, like, this was quite a typical Christmas smell. It was also quite a good strength. This did fill the apartment really well. So not massively different to Glittering Star. And if you're looking for that pine fresh, proper Christmas tree smell, this isn't quite like that. Don't expect that. So next we have Holiday Hearth, which I think is a really cute name and I really like the picture. It's this deep red colour. It describes it as a cozy gathering by the fireplace, all decked out with festive decor. It's got anise, cinnamon, clove, cedarwood, oak musk, and some vanilla. So I found this really, really warm. I see why they called it like by the hearth. You know, I'm thinking of a really warm fireplace. This is definitely maybe more for the evening times when you do have perhaps your fire on or whatever, and you just want to be super cozy, sort of Christmas Eve, locked in the snow. It's that type of vibe. The clove and the cinnamon do come through, so it's a bit more heavier than something like Glittering Star, which perhaps you could use more during the day. And the anise and the moss, and I think a man would like this as well. Like it's got depth to it, so I did really like Holiday Hearth. So next we have Unwrap the Magic. I think I burnt all of this. Now this one did have that pine tree smell to it. I think this is one of the newer ones, and to me this was more piney than that green one. I personally would have made it a green colour rather than a red, but I think this is one of their best sellers. I've noticed it's sold out quite a few places, so if you do want that Christmas tree smell, perhaps you've got a plastic Christmas tree this year, but you still want to perhaps see if people notice and realise it might not be real, you could use this smell from the candle to fox people. There's then Christmas Eve, which again has really cute packaging and everything. I had this on yesterday. This is just that classic Christmas spell. Just super traditional. You've got the candied fruit, you've got some orange and almond, which is really nice, cinnamon, vanilla, nutty scents. It's just a classic Christmas smell. I love this. I would happily have this any day. Definitely a Christmas smell, you know, not for the rest of the year. And I love the packaging as well. I think it'd be a really cute gift with little Santa on and stuff. So really like this one, and it's all gone. There's also Christmas Magic, which again was super Christmassy. I found this to be quite cinnamony, more so than Christmas Eve. So if you want something with more cinnamon in, I go for Christmas Magic. And then if you're a real cinnamon fan, there is actually one called Cinnamon Stick, which is basically smells like cinnamon. It's got some sweetness, some vanilla-iness in there, but it's super cinnamony. So quite woody, quite deep, and really quite strong. So that then leaves us onto some which are, you know, marketed as Christmas fragrances, but I thought that they'd work any time of year really. So we have one called Surprise Snowfall, which comes in this white color. I really liked this. I like the packaging and the white, and I found this very daytime. It was like a fresh floral smell, and it added a really nice like atmosphere to the room, and I just felt like I was in a really clean, cozy, nice room, if that makes sense. It says it has silver spruce, wood, cedar, verbena, elderberry, rosemary. It just smells nice to me. You could definitely, it doesn't smell Christmassy at all, just nice. And I think if you're getting perhaps a gift for someone, would be hard to dislike. It's just like a nice everyday smell. And I think the white color of the candle is really classy. There's then also Candlelit Cabin, which is kind of this gray color. I found this slightly sweet. It has rhubarb in, apple, but it also a bit masculine. It's got some peppercorn, some amber in here. So I think this would be good for a male person, just sort of everyday nice clean smell. And then lastly we have All Is Bright, which I found really fresh and clean. This one has citrus in and then some musk underneath. It's also like at first I got this fresh, it has grapefruit in, but then it became quite sweet. It's a sweet musk, and I got this kind of cookie dough vibe from it, which I really liked. And to me this is like a livable sweet smell, if that makes sense. Like it feels nice and cozy, but it doesn't feel sickly like the cookie ones did. So if you want sweet but you also want like that fresh floral type clean vibe with it, I think this was good. Like I really quite like this one. So yeah, so those are all the ones I've managed to try, guys. Let me know which your favorites are. Like I said, I'll try and leave them all linked down below. But yeah, let me know in the comments what you think. That's it. Thank you so much for watching as always, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.